What up, what up, what up? This your boy Fink, the Ice Cream Man, checking in live and direct from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Man, I got a sad story, man, that we all have heard about uh, coming out of Springfield, Illinois. This young lady, 36-year-old Miss Sonya Massey. As I would hope a lot of people know about this case. I'm just now speaking on it. But for the ones who don't know, please allow me to tell you what happened. Miss Sonya Massey, 36 years old, resident of Sycamore County, Illinois. I'm assuming that Springfield's the city. I'm saying some other city she's supposed to live in. But anyway, she called the police because she thought she heard someone snooping around, prowling around her residency. So once she called the police officers, they showed up, checked the premises, and from my knowledge, I haven't heard of anything about a prowler being on the premises or not. But the main story is this man right here, Officer Sean Grayson, is the officer that was talking to Miss Gracie. I'm sorry, Miss Massey. Now, I've seen the body cam. This man straight up murdered this woman. I want to tell you, go ahead and tell you what he's facing. He's facing 3 counts of first-degree murder, assault, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. That's what he's facing. And before I get into what was the reasoning behind her death, I want to point out that this man right here has been on, let me get my notes right. This man has been on 6 different police law enforcement agencies in 4 years. He has been working for 4 different law enforcement agencies in 4 years. Tell me what you think about that. We got this killer here that was on 6 different forces. That's amazing to me. I can't even really believe that that's actually even possible. But as I was doing some research on it, this is actually possible. Florida is one of the states that you can get fired from being a police officer and go down to the state of Florida and become a police officer there. So this is all very much possible. Let's get down to the reason why this man shot this lady. They showed up to the crib. Look at them. As you can see, there appears to be no threat. It looks like Officer Grayson here is standing with his hand in his pocket, talking to Miss Massey. Somehow they ended up in the house. I don't know how they ended up in the house, especially when no one has been found cutting up any dust outside the premises. Because remember, she called. So I'm trying to figure out, how did he end up being inside the house? How did this go from this to this? Well, while inside the house, he was asking Miss Massey for ID and stuff like that. And I guess he noticed that she had some boiling water on the stove. And you can clearly hear him say in the body cam, now may I add, not his body cam, his partner's body cam. This is how reckless this guy here is as an officer. I can see why he's been on so many different law enforcement agencies in such a short amount of time. because he don't even have his body cam on. So thank God for this other officer who was following the rules, who actually had his own. But being that he had his body cam on, that still didn't stop the cover up or the crime that was taking place. So Miss Massey went over to the stove. Now, this wasn't no hostile situation between them two, because it was actually laughter between Miss Massey and Officer Grayson. It was laughter. If you go back and watch the tape, it was laughter. It wasn't until Miss Massey asked the officer, "Where are you going?" And the officer said, he basically, this is what he said in quotes. He said, she said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm not going to get sprayed with hot boiling water." And then Miss Massey responded, "Oh, I rebuke you in the name of the Jesus." And it just seemed like to me, I ain't never heard of that before. All of a sudden, he just pulled his like it was some, like the woman was about to put a curse on him when he heard that. He upped the weapon, and then you can see the fear in her eyes, and she immediately did exactly what the dude told her. And instead of him doing, he whopped her one time in the face. In the autopsy, they said that he shot her right under the right up under her left eye, and it went out her left side of her top of her neck, on the back side of her neck, though. This is a sad situation, man. This man here, he got a body under his belt, and he is going to jail, I'm assuming, and he should be placed under the jail. But the sad thing about this situation, though, man, is I want you to listen to, I got some audio here, and I want you to listen to what the father said, what Miss Massey's father said. Check this out.
I was never told that it was a deputy-involved shooting. We were under the impression that she was killed by the intruder or some other person from the street or something, and they just went in there and found her dead body. I did not find out that the deputies killed her until my brother asked for Sonya's address, and I gave it to him. And he said, "Brother, this says deputies involved." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But we were all misled to believe that. And then there was a story that this was self-inflicted, a self-inflicted gunshot.
Oh my goodness.
So I think the cover-up started from just right after it happened. Thank God for the body camera footage. It's probably the most horrible and heart-wrenching thing that we've ever seen in our lives. But if it were not for the body cam footage, we would not have known that this occurred. She feared for her life. There was some premonition that she had. And it seems like he was just an emissary of Satan. And that's what caused him to do what he did. It's just unexplainable.
There you have it, man. From her father. I feel so sorry for this man to find out how his baby girl died. That's sad. I want to send my prayers and condolences to the family, everybody who even known that lady. I'm hearing some reports that she got kids. You know, Miss Massey had previously, just days before this, checked herself into a mental institute in St. Louis, but was let go 2 days after. I don't know if she received any treatment or not, but you know, we all go through trials and tribulations in life. But just like what the father said, all Miss Massey said was, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And that was something that just set him off. And he just went crazy. And he killed the lady just on something like that. And then also with the cover-up thing, because like I said, I watched the body cam video after he shot her. He was basically insinuating that she was throwing the water. See how the water at my feet? See how the water is at her feet? She had the pot in her hand, dropping the pot right there. Man, this is all around sad and horrible story. Oh, it's just sad, man. I just can't even believe this guy is still actually on the force. Where's the background check? What is the process of being accepted on the force? What crimes did he commit on those other forces, on those other law enforcement agencies, and was still able to get a job in a different state? That's crazy. But anyway, man, like I said, I want to send my thoughts and prayers to the Massey family and friends of hers. Like I said, I heard she had kids. But one more question, man. I just want to know, y'all tell me in the comments, what was the reasoning for the officer being in there? Even if there wasn't a prowler or intruder outside, okay, ma'am, we don't see anybody. Check your windows and this and that. You know, we'll keep somebody in the neighborhood for a lookout. What was the reasoning for him entering the house? What was that conversation about? Because, like I said, this was not a hostile situation. I just don't understand what was the reason why this man was inside the house. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm out.